open that, please. It's hurting my fingernail.
Oh, baby. Cracking open a cold one. Smells good.
It's ranch water. Do you
What
know
is
what that
that?
is?
No, I don't.
It's like, it's basically like a seltzer, but it's made with tequila.
Oh.
So it's like a tequila seltzer thing. They're called ranch waters. I don't know.
I recorded all of that. That was the intro. Perfect. Nailed it, Kate. I didn't know there was the seltzers made with tequila.
It's good. Yeah, it's called ranch water.
Huh. Is it like the other water we have in there?
No, this one's prickly pear. Prickly
Caitlin's fucking
Prickly pear.
hammered.
Prickly pear.
Hammered.
Shut up. It's been a long day, okay? It's Monday.
It is Monday.
We're recording on a Monday.
I think this will be a good time to record.
And
You had a long day?
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't fall asleep last night, so I didn't go to bed until like after 2 o'clock. And then
And that's when I got up, was 2:45.
I worked all day. And now we're recording. And apparently I can't talk.
What do you mean you can't? You can talk. You're talking right now. Prickly pear. All right, I got a bunch of shit we're going to talk about. Also, thank you to everyone who subscribed to the premium episodes. www.terribleperson.co. Last week's episode was fun. Pretty wild episode.
I honestly can't even remember what was said.
Yeah, we had a lot. We had personal issues.
So don't ask me because I can't remember.
Yeah, that was not a good time to record.
Yeah.
So that's like what, every 50 episodes we have one of those where we basically just argue for an hour.
We didn't argue.
We kind of did.
You got mad at me, but I wasn't arguing.
Yeah, we're not going to repeat what you said.
I know. I remember that part.
Yeah, that was very funny.
You yelling at me.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's get into the episode. Kate, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caitlin.
And grants are
Yes,
not medical or mental health professionals. How to become a terrible person is for entertainment purposes only. Standard data and message rates apply to messages. Damn it, have some common sense, people.
Yeah.
This thing keeps leaking everywhere. I don't understand what's wrong with it.
This was a spirited intro today.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. We'll start the episode. Kate, vape queen over there.
Yeah, having technical difficulties.
What's
with
your
it.
setup over there so people know what you're
It's
working
a
with at home?
It's a Smoke Novo 3. So
Dang, you got the
definitely
Smoke
not
Novo
cool.
3?
I'm pretty sure they have 2 newer versions after the 3.
But it works for you.
It does, but lately it's just been leaking everywhere. Like I'll set it down for a second and then I'll pick it up and it's like in a puddle of vape juice and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Did you smoke cigs?
Yeah.
You're a big cig smoker?
Yeah.
What'd you smoke? What's your brand of choice? What's your cigarette?
I used to smoke Camel Turkish Royals and then I just went to good old Marlboro Lights.
Oh, that's good though. Marlboro, those are delightful.
Yeah.
Did you ever smoke Parliament? Do they have Parliament out here?
No, I don't like Parliament.
Parliament.
I
I don't like
don't
Parliament.
like them. I think they're gross.
Why did you smoke? When did you start smoking?
When I was 16.
Dang, cool girl.
I know. I smoked from the time I was like
Smoking-
16 until I was in college.
Smoking teen turned vape queen. Headline.
I was probably like 19 because the thing that made me quit smoking for good is I had bronchitis and it would not go away.
Oh, yeah, you said it wouldn't go away.
Yeah, I just was so sick and I had like the worst chest pain and a horrible cough. And I had bronchitis for like 3 months, the entire summer, basically. And
then as soon as you stopped,
I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I quit smoking cigarettes. And then within a week of me quitting, I was totally fine. Like my bronchitis went away.
We were talking the other day. You were like, you coughing, and you're like, are my lungs destroyed?
Yeah,
What'd
I
you
was
say?
thinking about this. Well, because they always say we don't know the effects of vaping.
You get popcorn lung. Is that what it's called?
So I'm just like, oh my God, do
like,
I have popcorn lung?
I fucking love popcorn.
Because sometimes I will have a lot of like phlegm and I just feel like I have a frog in my throat. And then in the morning, sometimes when I'm showering, you know how like it'll clear you out and for whatever reason you'll just like cough and you're like, ugh, got a mucus ball back there.
That's what this is. It's
So
it's a phlegm cough.
Like sometimes when I spit whatever, like the loogie is out in the shower, it's like brown.
It's hot.
So I'm like, oh my God, that's probably from vaping.
It's
like my vape juice just coated my lungs and it's probably like an inch thick.
Your drain in your bathroom is just hair coated in
loogie,
vape soaked
vape
loogies.
loogie.
Yeah. Ugh.
Remember when we found the 17 screws in my drain?
17 screws in the ball of hair.
There honestly wasn't that much hair. It was mostly just like screws with like all slimed up with conditioner.
Ugh. And vape loogies.
Stop.
Just fucking vape loogies. So, Kate, let's see. I've got so much I want to talk to you about. I wrote down woke companies first.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah, but we'll wait. We'll wait to get fired.
Oh my God, you always say it. We'll wait.
Well, no, we got other stuff to do.
Okay.
You said you want to talk. You had a problem with Panera Bread the other day.
Yeah.
First of all, people want an update after we record episodes because we're always like, what are we going to get to eat? And last week we got Arby's.
Yeah.
What's your review on Arby's?
I liked Arby's.
Fucking solid. Always solid. Arby's gets a firm A from us, right? It's always good.
I think, they're always consistent.
Yeah, what
like
the
I've
fuck?
never been like, oh, that was a shitty sandwich.
Remember the guy behind us that had his bright lights on?
Yeah.
God, why do people need that
It's
bright
okay,
of
though,
lights?
because we saw his Jamocha shake just sitting there melting.
And he had to
like
wait for
10
2
minutes.
orders of fries.
Yeah. I think they made ours super fresh or something because it took,
good.
a couple minutes.
Those curly fries.
We were waiting for a while. So they made the guy behind us in the drive-thru his shake. And we just watched it just melting on the counter. It was pretty cool.
Fuck that guy with the bright lights.
Yeah. So you get.
Yeah, man. And there's a trick, though. I showed you in the drive-thru that you can actually, like a watch, when you can reflect it off, the light into somebody's eyes and
Yeah,
bother
it's a pretty
them.
nifty trick. I never thought of doing that.
You can just pop your rear view mirror.
No, your side mirrors.
Side view.
Yeah, because I've done it before with my rear view mirror because I have the old school one where it has like that little tab and you can flip it for nighttime.
Yeah. That thing's great.
So I've done that before when I'm sitting in drive-thrus, but I never ever thought to do the side mirror one.
Yeah, you reflect it.
Good.
You reflect it back into their eyes, and they're like,
good.
"Fuck, my lights are bright. This is annoying."
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna do that next time that happens to me.
So yeah, before we get into all the craziness, let's talk about Panera. What the fuck's going on with Panera? Since we're on food.
Well, I mean, not sure where you're listening, but back in the day, Panera in Arizona used to be Paradise Bakery, which was 1 million and
I've heard about Paradise
a half
Bakery.
times better than Panera ever could fathom.
Did
to
Panera buy Paradise Bakery?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or they just shut it down?
At least here in Arizona, I think there is like maybe 1 or 2 more Paradise Bakeries.
Oh, okay.
And they're in like Salt Lake City or I don't know.
Okay, so they like bought them out and then turned them into Paneras.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, but anyways.
Because what? That was like a nice sandwich shop.
Yeah,
Soup,
Paradise
sandwich.
Bakery was the shit. And then they slowly started turning them all into Paneras. And now that's all we have is Panera. And I would say in recent years, their food quality has gone downhill.
Yeah.
It's just not. It used to be like actually you felt like you were getting like a fresh sandwich or a fresh salad. And now it's just, it's probably just shitty like cafeteria
Well,
food.
also full disclosure, I don't know how good the quality of the food is because every time I eat a Panera, like immediately afterwards, I feel like I'm going to die. But I'd get the bread bowl with like soup, right? With the broccoli cheddar soup. And then I'd get the potato chips. I'd mash up the potato chips and the crackers and mix it in the bread bowl. So it was just like carb mush. I can't
Sounds
talk
disgusting.
either. But it was just this. And then I'd eat the whole bowl. And you know how that's like a workout for your jaw because it's just that. Did you ever get bread bowls?
Yeah.
Did you ever eat? Do you eat
I don't
the bowl?
really eat the bread bowl. That's
Why
the
not?
thing. Like, I don't know.
That's the best part.
Okay, when I'm eating, if I have a bread bowl, I'll just eat, like, I'll kind of like scrape like the inside bread parts
Oh my
off.
God.
But I don't like rip any pieces
Oh
of like
my-
the hard bread bowl part off.
That's
That's
where
just
you're
not my
fucking
thing.
up. But then
Sometimes I'll eat, if it comes with like the lid, I'll eat the lid.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But
yeah, it's also
I don't really eat the bread bowl. So
It's like,
that's why I
Jesus
usually
Christ.
don't get a bread bowl because I'm like, I don't really eat it.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just have like a cup of soup and then a piece of bread on the side.
Well, the last couple times I went, I got soup and a sandwich. And I think I got the potato soup the last time. And we were together. I think we recorded a podcast.
Potato soup is not good.
It's literally like they just boiled potatoes.
And then they took like an emulsion blender and just like blended them up and then put them in a bowl. And it's like, here you go.
And like bacon bits out of the store-bought package.
Ugh.
Just
imitation bacon bits.
But it's so watery. It's just all you can literally taste.
It
the
wasn't
starch.
so watery. It just had zero flavor. All it tasted was like
Potato,
dirty
yeah.
potato, dirty gritty potato.
Earth. So you got a new menu item.
Yes.
That they are pretty committed to.
They're
the flatbread.
They're fucking super committed.
And what they have?
They have like 5 different varieties of this flatbread. This flatbread is fucking disgusting.
How so?
Literally, everything about it was fucking gross. The sauce, it tasted like watered down, like bitter tomato paste.
So it was like, okay, so what kind of flatbread did you get? What was the one?
I just got like the cheese flatbread.
Okay.
Like regular cheese
so
flatbread.
It's just,
So
when
it was
you
supposed
see
to
it.
just be like flatbread, aka basically pita bread.
Right.
And then sauce and cheese. And I've never had a more disgusting pizza in my life.
And I said, I was like, was the sauce like Lunchable sauce? And you said Lunchable sauce is better.
Lunchable sauce is so much better.
It's pretty good.
Because it's actual, like, just like pizza sauce.
It's like marinara.
Yeah.
So this wasn't marinara. This was just like
it didn't have
tomato paste.
Like, you know how tomato sauce or marinara, whatever, it'll have little like flecks of green or whatever because it's seasoned with different things.
Right.
Like oregano or whatever. This had no flecks of anything. It was just like it was almost like a pinky color because you could tell it was just tomato sauce that they had mixed with a ton of water. Ugh. And then the cheese, I don't even know.
It was like government cheese. Yeah, just garbage.
Like the flavor of it and the texture of it was just like cheese isn't supposed to melt that way and be like a rubbery, stringy texture.
I got a DiGiorno pizza today for lunch, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Because that is the same type of vibe.
I would have rather had a DiGiorno pizza than the
good.
Panera flatbread.
It was pretty good.
But yeah, I was really grossed out. So I didn't eat any of my flatbread. Thankfully, I got the You Pick 2.
Yeah.
So I got...
What did you get? What's your second item?
Corn chowder. Ugh. That was good.
Oh, corn chowder. Okay.
That was good. But the the flatbread was disgusting. So... I was like, you know what? I'm over this. I went with my mom and my grandma. They both got salads and they were like, oh, ours is so good. And I was like, okay, I get it. You out-ordered me. Just stop rubbing it in.
Chill the fuck out.
And so I ate my soup and then I was kind of bummed because I was like still kind of hungry.
Like, And
I'm like, well, the fuck? So then I was like, it's freezing in here. I'm going to go wait outside in the car. So I went and I waited outside in the car. And apparently when I left to go out to the car, my grandma, being my grandma.
So wait, why did you go out to the car?
Because it was honestly like blowing freezing cold air in there.
So you were pouting.
And I was like, well, I'm done eating. It's freezing in here. My food's gross, and I don't want to stay in here for another 20 minutes and watch my mom eat like so slowly. She's the slowest eater I've ever seen.
Whoa, shots fired.
She is. She's always the last one done eating, like by far. Everyone's done, and then 10 minutes later, my mom's still at the table.
So you're in the car.
Everyone's done.
You're in the car like, my flatbread.
Yeah, so I'm in the car pouting, and then my grandma, I guess, went up and said something to like the manager who was walking around Panera and basically just said the flatbread was disgusting. My granddaughter couldn't eat it. So my grandma had to tell Panera that I didn't like my food. Yeah. And then I had to go back in there to get a refund. Because my mom texted me and she was like, if you come back in here, they want to give you a refund. And I texted my mom back and I said, I don't want to come back in.
Yeah.
And then I get a call from my grandma. And she's like, Caitlin, stop being ridiculous. Just come inside. And so I didn't want to get my grandma all upset. So I went inside.
Do you remember when we were trying to buy a couch?
Yeah, I started crying in living spaces.
And you're not wrong. That was a very frustrating situation. But were you super pissed at, I was going to say Fazoli's, Were you like, I mean, were you mad when you left, or were you just like, fuck it, I don't care?
I was pretty annoyed because I'm like, why dare put that on your menu? Why then go the extra step and put 5 of those fucking disgusting things on your menu? I just thought it was gross. And I just don't understand why literally 20% of Panera's menu is an inedible product. That's gross.
I get it. Fuck that shit.
And it was like $9 for that shitty pizza.
Well, apparently
you
now
can go
that
to
we
Mod Pizza and get a much, much better pizza for the same price.
Yeah, and apparently now we're not boycotting Krispy Kreme. Caitlin is fucking Team Krispy Kreme all of a sudden.
I know.
She jumped ship immediately.
I did not.
Abandon her.
Okay, can we just say that they impressed us with the spring minis?
They impressed us?
I mean, in terms of the order. And picking it up and then having it.
Sure, but then the donuts were just meh.
I liked them. I liked the little mini strawberries and cream one.
Yeah, I didn't have that one.
They have like a cinnamon toast crunch donut now. Grant says it looks gross.
Okay, you know how sometimes there's artists that come along that just change everything for you? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
Well, I found.
I'm guessing this won't be one of them.
No. I mean, come on. This is Ken Lee. This is an up and coming artist. You ready?
Go and make disciples as you spread his fame, teaching and baptizing them in Jesus' name. Go and tell the story, oh, you know it's true. Jesus is alive and he will go with you. In the garden there is still an empty grave. Jesus lives, he is alive again. He's alive.
I can't. Stop.
People gotta stop sending me this shit. Somebody sent that to me.
It's awful.
Yeah. And they were like, you're going to love this. And I was like, I kind of do. I think I might add it to the board.
No.
Just, it seems right.
No.
Hey, Kate, your boy was in the news.
Who's my boy?
Let me read you an article. Jason Oppenheim, ring a bell to you, Caitlin?
He sure does.
He's from hit TV show Selling Sunset in Our House. Are you finished with the new season?
Not yet. I think I have 1 or 2 more episodes left.
So I'm about to read you an article about something on the show.
Is it a spoiler?
No. Because we watched the episode. And while we were watching the episode, I think I picked up on this.
Okay.
Because it was a pivotal scene. So here's what I'm going to say. If you're watching Selling Sunset, I'm not spoiling
the
anything.
New season, season 5.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like that show.
Okay, this is from E! News, by the way, a very, very reputable news source.
Okay.
So, in episode 7 titled, It's Getting Personal, which I think we watched, right?
We did.
Okay. There's a shot where Jason Oppenheim, owner of the featured real estate brokerage, the Oppenheim Group, appears to make a phone call about an offer on the property. Remember, he's like, we got 12.5. Remember that? Okay. But some eagle-eyed fans thought it looked like he opened his camera app instead of hopping on a call. So people are saying that he made a fake phone call on the show, and he got caught making a fake phone call.
Huh.
So I guess if you watch the footage.
Now I want to go back.
Yeah, here you go. Here you go. Here's a picture, a screen cap. It's him with his phone to his ear, and clearly the camera is turned on. But I could see, I think his defense is...
Well, can you be on the phone and your camera open?
I think so. I think that would have to be a feature.
You can still take a picture while you're on the phone with somebody. So maybe it was like he actually was, and then... Because I turn my flashlight on all the time, and I'm like, how the hell is my flashlight on?
Do you think Selling Sunset is like a good example for people in the work environment and business environment? Like the way they talk and shit to each other? I was thinking about that while we were watching it. I was like, is this what we want? You know what I mean? Is this what we're shooting for here? Because like if I talk to any number of coworkers the way they talk to each other, I'd be let go. You know?
Well, I think it's different for them because they're like independent contractors.
I guess.
You know, it's not like...
And the thing we always talk about is that they need drama. It needs to be interesting because selling houses, you get that on HGTV, I think, or that sort of shit, right?
Yeah.
That's what they do. That's their business. So I guess you need drama, but it just weirds me out to think that. Because then you see regular people, like non-famous people who are non-successful, and they're talking to people like those people talk. I'm not going to say women because it's all reality shows. So they're like, and they're just constantly. Do you think that's a thing? Like, do you think reality shows have shaped the way people communicate with each other? Because they see people on produced shows and they're like, oh my God, I got to act like that in this situation. I can't wait to act like that when this situation happens that I saw on TV. Do you think that's a thing?
No. I would say like more so what they see on social media than what they see on reality TV.
But I mean, like, seriously though, think about how many people watch like Real Housewives and now are flipping over fucking tables. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my God. I mean,
like, I saw that and I was like, that's fucking cool, man. I want to flip over a table on my best friends, quote unquote best friends, actor best friends.
I don't think so. No. I think that you're more influenced by like people pretending to have this fancy, crazy life on social media that they don't actually have.
Oh my God. Speaking of social media, can we talk about old people on social media?
What about them?
Let's examine. Madonna is off the rails, man. She is.
I don't follow her on social media. So
I don't
really
either,
know.
but I see news stories, and it's like, dude, we get it. You're a strong, independent lady. But like, come on. You're also 70, 82 years old.
Yeah, how old is she?
We've talked about this too many times. I think she's like in her 70s. I think she's 71. I think, right? I feel like we look at every time.
I don't know. She just needs to go away.
I feel like we've looked up Madonna's age.
Well, we never remember because we don't care.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit about her.
She is forgettable to me. But then when I see her on social media, I get mad because I'm like, dude, Martha Stewart's not doing this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, Martha Stewart never was doing that shit.
She went to jail. Oh, Madonna's 63. I just said she was definitely 70. But I don't know. I mean, maybe to each his own. I support hustle, I guess, or whatever she's doing, but it just seems weird. There's got to be a point when you're like, I'm an adult.
I think that considering she's Madonna and she could do whatever she wanted to on her social media, the fact that she's 63 years old and she's still posing like in her lingerie and stuff, that's a little weird.
It's not for me.
You know what I mean? Because there are plenty of celebrities like who are older now and were super popular back in the day and like, you know, would do like Playboy shoots and stuff. But now that they're, you know, a 70-year-old woman, they're not posing naked on social media.
Ugh.
Just because they used to do it when they were, you know, back in their 20s when they were famous.
I mean, and I'm sure it's great for the women approaching that age who are like, oh, Madonna's doing it. I could age gracefully. But I mean, it's not, I don't think, getting into some troubled waters here, but I don't know if Madonna is technically aged gracefully. I think do you? Like, are you like, man?
No, I don't think so. I don't think if you're like posing in your lingerie when you're that old is aging gracefully. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm talking
like there are plenty of people who used to do crazy stuff like that when they were younger, and now that they're older are just like, nah,
I can't,
I'm good.
babe, I can't say it, but the this area.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can say it.
The face.
Oh. I'm glad you said it, babe. I'm glad you said it because, man, I agree with you. Seems like some wild shit going on there. Who are we looking at? Oh man, I don't want to go down this. Don't you think there's some work, like some heavy work done?
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson level work.
I don't know.
I
mean, I think that she's probably had plenty of work done. Yes, Grant.
This is a slippery slope. I shouldn't talk about this. We should veer away.
I feel like most people that are, I already told you this, most people that I think are in the public eye and who are like a mega celebrity have had some sort of work done.
Oh, yeah, some sort. Totally cool. But yeah, it seems like It's like you're describing like a little tuck here, a little pull back here. You're talking about a full facial reconstruction.
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, think about the people that their parents like were celebrities or in the industry or whatever. So then they grew up and then they, I don't know, were on like Nickelodeon when they were like 14 and then they got kind of ugly and then they like disappeared out of the spotlight for like 2 years and then they came back and now they literally look like a completely different fucking person and they're 18.
I have theories about that.
Like that stuff happens all the time.
We were looking at somebody's. We will not say whether we thought it was good or bad, but it was the lady from Breaking Bad with the nose. We were like, there's something different here, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Because it's like it's your face, so it's going to change how you look. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I don't know either.
I don't know. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I mean, I'm just saying.
But yeah, well, I guess more of the story.
People of all ages, I guess, are getting it. It's like 15-year-olds because they're fucking ugly and they need to be pretty because that's all they know and that's all their family's ever known. Or people that are just, trying to still look like they did when they were mega famous because it's been about good, 30 years since that was.
Oh my God. Okay. The Gacy tapes, which I've been waiting for and waiting for and waiting for. They're incredible. Incredible.
You watched them?
Yeah, I did. Because we were talking about on the show I work for. Babe, hello?
And?
Key
takeaways?
Yeah. Why are you rolling your eyes?
Well, because you're just looking at me.
Why are you getting all sassy?
You want a reaction from me.
Yeah, to be like, oh my God, what'd you think of it?
What did you think of it, Grant?
Well, thank you for asking, Kate. It was pretty wild. He was an intense dude. He would... Why should Kate just turned her mic away? She's done with the episode now. No, he would, his thing was teenage boys, and he'd get them to work for his construction company. And he would do crazy shit because they were, like, a lot of the kids were, wayward youth. Is that what people say?
Yeah.
They were troubled latchkey kids type vibe. And he would be like, hey, come work for me at my construction place. And he would test them all the time, like psychologically, and do crazy shit and just like say wild stuff. Like he would be playing a game of pool and he'd be like, hey, what do you say? And he'd be like his employee. He'd be like, you're pretty good. And he's like, what if we did something crazy? What if I win this next game, you have to perform a sex act on me. And if you win, I have to perform a sex act on you. And this fucking kid's like, nah, man, that sounds like it sucks. I am not interested. What are you doing, Kate?
I'm trying to find a picture to show you.
Of what?
Oh my God, you ask way too many questions. Just keep talking.
Well, no, you're not listening. I mean, you are, but you just started looking at your phone.
I'm a woman. I can do more than one thing at once.
Okay, babe. Okay. Well, so anyway, he would do these wild tests to people, and they would, quote unquote, pass. And then he was the clown, so he had like magic tricks and stuff. So he had a way of getting out of a pair of handcuffs, where he would put a pair of handcuffs on himself, and he's like, "You want to see it?" Or be like, "Hey, you want to see a magic trick? Put the handcuffs on. Get out of the handcuffs." And his like thing would be, "Now it's your turn." And so these kids would just like willingly put on handcuffs, and he'd be like, "Gotcha."
So where did the clown suit and all that come in?
He was a volunteer. He was into clowning. Like he was his passion because he was a political.
But he never like killed anybody wearing a clown suit.
I don't think they said that. He may have.
Because I've always wondered where that like came into play.
Yeah, he was a clown, and in his tapes,
but I didn't know if he like killed them while he was dressed up as a clown, or if that was like literally just something he did on the side, and that's something that they always.
I think it's just he was obsessed with clowns. He painted clowns, like he painted himself, and he had some weird clown art, like a weird dude.
There was some stuff, John Wayne Gacy like related things at the Haunted Museum.
Zach Baggins.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What was it?
There was like this one mask that they had made for a movie.
Oh, okay.
And he had that there. And then, I don't know, there was like a bunch of stuff.
Huh.
I can't remember the specifics, but just like, I don't know, just random stuff.
He was a wild guy, not in a good way. He was a bad boy.
Who's your favorite murderer?
So, you know what? Okay. Great question, Kate. I think my favorite murderer, and this is, mind you, Israel Keys. Hands down.
That's the guy that was
Alaska. Yeah. And he was so, if you guys want to get your brain exploded, look up Israel Keys and how he went about his work. Because it was fucking crazy. He'd like rent a car, drive 800 miles, bury a bucket with like a knife, a gun, a bunch of cash in it. And then he'd GPS put a location in. Then next time he was in the area, he'd go dig it up to fucking kill somebody. But he was like airtight on all of his motives or alibis. So he would just be like accounted for. And he had a prolific, like they don't even know how many at this point he did, but it's Canada, US, and maybe Germany. Dude was.
So he was flying to Germany to kill people?
No,
too?
he was stationed in Germany. He was in the army or something like that.
I see.
But he had these kill kits buried. He was and he was married, had a kid, I think. Maybe had a kid, but he killed himself in prison. And he told him he was interrogated for like 4 days. And you can find all those on YouTube if you want, guys. Listening at home, who's your?
When they catch him?
I want to say 2012.
Oh, so he's like a recent guy.
Yeah, and he's like younger.
Who were his victims? Who'd he target? How'd he get them?
Everyone.
How'd he get them?
He had like a lot of methods, but he would just walk up. He was just a real bad dude. Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Oh, okay.
He'd just walk up and just be like, "Hi, you're coming with me now." All right. But he was just like a really unimposing type of guy.
Interesting.
Who's your favorite serial killer?
Well, I feel like this is probably only because like I have like a little bit of bias because I did a project on him when I was in high school for my criminology class.
And who?
Ed Kemper.
Ed Kemper is a interesting fella.
Yeah, he was my chosen because you could pick. There were like all these different serial killers and then like different like criminology topics that you could choose to do your final project on. And I chose Ed Kemper.
He's a good one. But did he killed his mom and decapitated her, right?
Yeah, he killed his grandparents and he killed his mom.
But he was like close with his mom until like she kicked him out or something. It was some weird.
No, he didn't really like his mom.
Oh, okay.
That's why he went to go live with his grandparents and then he ended up killing them.
Well,
when he was like 15 or something.
He must not have really liked his grandparents either.
No, but
Ayo.
yeah. He was crazy.
Is he still alive?
I don't think so.
Oh my God! Why is the fucking Amber Heard trial being televised? By the way, is this good? Is this what we want? I'm saying the same thing about.
I'm sure it's being televised because it's
streaming
two
on
celebrities.
YouTube. But is this what's going to happen now? Just celebrity trials, celebrity I don't know. Sorry, I know it's a defamation case. Maybe they're trying to get word out on who's actually right, but who fucking really cares enough to be like, yeah, let's like who had to agree to that?
Well, apparently they already had a case, like a trial against each other in the UK.
Yeah.
And Johnny lost. That was my throat.
Is it beer? How's your hard seltzer?
It's good. My ranch water.
Yeah.
Like,
from what ranch is it from?
It says it's
18 naked cowboys in the
roots
showers
in Far
at
West,
Ram Ranch.
Texas.
So Ram Ranch?
No.
It's from Ram Ranch? That's awesome. Ram Ranch water. Somebody make it.
Stop.
So you like it though? Are you hammered yet?
Yeah, Grant. I'm so hammered. I like that there's like, minimal ingredients.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's just like carbonated water,
Tequila.
lime juice, prickly pear juice, agave nectar, and alcohol, obviously.
Kate, did you see there was a fake kidnapping? Oh my God.
Oh, that lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, so was she kind of like, did she Gone Girl herself?
I think she tried to Gone Girl herself.
I wonder if she watched that movie and she hated her husband and she was like, I'm going to fucking do this.
If you were to Gone Girl yourself, where would you Gone Girl yourself to? And how would you kill me? Oh, wait, no, you would.
Kill him.
Oh, that's right. She pretended to die.
No, she pretended like, there was like she staged that she had gotten attacked or there was like a break-in of some sort. Something weird happened at the house and then she was just nowhere to be found. So they didn't know if it was like she's missing, someone killed her.
I meant to read that story, but then
I saw it like scrolling through, but then I just was like, oh, Gone Girl. I honestly thought it was like the inspiration for Gone Girl or something.
Oh, okay.
So I just kept scrolling. I didn't know.
You thought it was like the true story.
Yeah.
Or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Has there been a true story Gone Girl where that's?
I don't think so. It's just a book, right?
I think so.
But I was like, oh, maybe it was like a true story or something, and I just didn't know.
That movie's so fucking good, and everybody's like, the book is better, and I'm like, how could the book be better than that movie? I
haven't read Gone Girl, but I feel like I should.
So I read that headline for fake kidnapping leads to arrest or whatever of that lady, and I clicked on it, and you know how there's a side story, a couple of stories that pop up on the side?
Yeah.
I immediately forgot what I was reading because I read this headline, which is couple arrested after their pet duck leads to elderly woman's body.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and the story is, the quote from it is, I think from a investigator, if I could give the duck a medal, I would. But the duck found a 92-year-old under a mobile home in Chandler on Thursday.
Oh, shit.
Chandler, North Carolina, I think.
Oh.
The victim's granddaughter, 46-year-old Angela, and her boyfriend, Mark, were charged with first-degree murder. Authorities said Sullivan had most likely been murdered elsewhere and that her body had been... Okay. So, let's see. Ooh. And the people have animal cruelty charges. Just not good people. But the duck fucking knew that. Duck was like...
Fuck these people.
Fuck these people. So, Kate, I got a lot of stuff that I was saving because it's going to be... I want to talk more openly about it. So we're going to switch over to the premium episode.
Okay.
So if you want to get the premium episode, it's $2 a month. And it's www.terribleperson.co. And those are fun. We're warmed up now. Caitlin's hammered. So we're going into this thing fucking running.
I literally had like half a can of ranch water.
Well, finish that shit.
And Grant's like, she's hammered.
Hammered. All right, guys.
And he's dumb.
So we're going to switch over to the premium episode.
I was going to say
now.
another word, but I chose not to.
Well, thank you, sweetheart.
So you wouldn't have to edit.
All right, babe, let's switch over.
Okay, bye.